Ooh, stop. Oh, it's live? It is live. Oh, hi there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique. And today I'm very excited to be checking out CoraQuest. This is from Dan Hughes and Cora Hughes. It's a cooperative and customizable dungeon crawl adventure for the whole family. If you don't know Dan and Cora, they I don't know if they're still on it, but they used to do the Dice Tower. They used to have this segment where they would play games together. It was really cool. And actually, it was one of the big inspirations for me doing the Bauer Family Learns segment more with my family. So, in a low-key way, I really appreciate Dan and Cora and what they did, and I'm very excited. I'm glad to see it's already funded $20,000. This is a cooperative and customizable dungeon crawl. Oh, also, if you're enjoying what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below, as I'm trying to hit 9,000 subscribers to celebrate my 9-year anniversary of making board game content. So 29,000, awesome! Almost double funded. Let's check out the video. As always, I'm always thinking, do I want it? Can you do it? And how much is it? The 3 big factors.
Hello, my name's Dan. This is Cora, and we're here today to talk to you about CoraQuest.
Stop right there. Love it. I say this all the time. I say it all the time. Just set yourself up in front of a camera and just start talking. This is your passion project. This is your baby. You love this game. Let that shine through. And so I love how this is starting.
Which is a game that Cora and I have designed together, and this is our Kickstarter page, Cora. They look marvellous. So, CoraQuest is a family cooperative dungeon crawler, and it's for 1 to 4 players, ages 6 and up. And why did we design it?
We did it as a lockdown homeschool project because we were just doing the same subjects.
Yeah. Romans.
Excellent speech skills right there. My education is in early childhood education. So, wow, excellent job right there.
Doing Romans all the time. We got fed up with Romans. And we thought, why aren't these Romans playing more board... Why aren't they playing more board games, we thought?
You were getting fed up with
Romans. So we decided to design a board game.
And it did have a little bit of maths for the dice and some literacy.
Yeah, we did some maths and literacy and computing and art and design technology and all that kind of stuff. So we had a great time doing it. And then we suddenly realised, hang on, this game's quite good.
I know. Wait a minute, this is actually a good game.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. So what did we do? We got loads of people to play test it, and they gave loads of really good suggestions. And then we decided...
Yes! Just mention that. As a content creator, you would be absolutely terrified if I told you what percentage of the Kickstarter games I get that I just like, I don't think they blind play tested this at all. I don't think they play tested with anybody. Like, I've seen the early copies of rules where there's one person they play test it with, and I'm like, ugh! Like, it's like, oh... Yes, the more eyes on your game, the better. So I love the fact that they mentioned that in the video. It's a great thing to mention.
Well, we want to share it with other people. So here we are. Kickstarter. Marvellous.
It's going to be a real board game.
It's going to be a real board game. It's going to be our board game.
With the box and everything.
Provided it gets funded. So, what's special about CoraQuest?
See, that's the kind of joke that I make with my game group, and I bet someone in your game group makes that as well. Does anyone in your game group make that? Oh, slap that on the box. And they actually did that, and it's funny. And yes, well, I mean, it's not actually on the box, but...
It's very customizable.
Well done.
And kids and adults can enjoy it.
That's right, yeah. So what's customizable like? What if I got the CoraQuest and the thing here, and I've never seen it before, what can I customize about it? What can I make?
You can do the stories, the villains, the heroes, the weapons, maybe.
Yes, it's completely playable out of the box, and there's enough stuff in there to keep you going for a really long time. But if you do want to customise the game, then you can do that too. Children and grown-ups can make their own adventures, and they can make their own enemies.
Yep.
And they can make their own heroes, and we've even got a hero generator app. Look at this. This is a fantastic app where you can draw your own pictures. Then you can upload them to the website, and then you can pick what abilities you have.
And health and move and spaces you move.
Yeah, all the stats and things like that. And the weapons even. You can make up your own weapons for it.
You can make up virtually everything.
Okay. Stop here. We still got 2 minutes, and I wanted to have a discussion about long videos. A lot of people say, can't do long videos, can't do long videos. No, I say no. No. It's just if you do a long video, you have to know your audience, and you have to be able to grip your audience. So who's going to be backing this? People with kids. I have kids. I have a 5-year-old and I have an 8-year-old, and my son, I swear, would spend an hour trying to think about the perfect stats and the perfect this and the perfect that. This is exactly what I want. So do I want it is a resounding yes. Spectacular. Now, can you do it? Low key, I believe Dan could do it because he knows a lot of people in the hobby. Which immediately means he's probably gotten advice on who to talk to or where to go to, or people, if he hasn't, have reached out to him. And so I don't have any worry of can you do it as well. So how much is it? Hopefully we get to that relatively soon, especially once we start getting into the text.
Yeah. And then you can print it out, cut it up.
And then you got a
You've
card.
got a card. You've got an official CoraQuest card. And official CoraQuest standee as well, which is pretty cool. So what else is special about the game, Cora?
Yeah, it's all done by either me or other children all across the world.
Yeah. So we got loads of kids to send us in art, and then our special artist friend Gary, he is our chief colorer in.
I love it. I love that. Because so often it's just like so serious. And it's like, oh, Vital Vassad did the art. So it's like, oh, who did the art? Oh, my buddy Gary. My buddy Gary did it. It just cracks me up. There's a great sense of humor with this video.
Colorer in. And he colored them in. and it looks fantastic. I'm sure everyone who sees it will agree. It looks really, really good and really unique. And the last thing we need to tell you is that, obviously, from this video you can see that Cora and I are bumbling idiots. I think that's fair to say. We're bumbling idiots. Well, I'm a bumbling idiot. You're a trainee bumbling idiot. And so...
Why do you need to train to be an idiot?
It took years to get this idiotic. And so we've got another friend of ours who works in the industry, Mark Cook.
Yeah.
And he is going to be handling all the...
Beautiful. Can you do it? I already had you as a check mark. Check plus. Excellent.
He's got years of experience being a professional board game project manager.
See,
so he can be...
And what I love about this is there's so many companies, or startups, or Kickstarters that have this similar story. Yeah, they play tested a whole bunch too. Yeah, they know someone that helped him out. But you know what? If you don't mention it, nobody knows it. So mention those things. It's great.
Managing all the manufacturing and the distribution and the delivery and all that kind of stuff, all the logistical side of things.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry that you're not going to get your game because Mark's going to make sure you do, basically. Most of the art's done now. All the rules are done. We've written most of the adventures. A few more, that might be stretch goals, who knows. And so, CoraQuest. So thank you very much for checking out CoraQuest. We really appreciate your support. We're very excited for this project, aren't we? And we're very hopeful that it gets funded. So, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Great. Excellent video. Top-notch video. You don't need thousands of dollars. You don't need to hire somebody on Fiverr. You don't have, and I'm sure they might have. There's some very, very well-done things. But, I mean, the meat of that video is just them talking in front of the camera. Yeah, they had all the extra bells and whistles, and that looks spectacular. You know, it's icing on the cake. But the level of transparency here, I think, is spectacular. I already feel comfortable. First created, 35 back. As I always say, go back a bunch of things. You want now I'm sure Dan is an upstanding member of the community and he's actually legitimately back 35 things. But if you don't have the $35 and you're launching your Kickstarter, go back 35 things that aren't going to fund, and then you don't pay anything, but you still, it's a workaround. 1 to 4 players, ages 6+, 45/60 minutes. CoraQuest, love the artwork. Give me a price. Tell me it's somewhere right here, because you've nailed it with the video. And most people do watch the video. Most people watch the video and they go straight to the price. So I'm hoping the price. I know I could go over here, but I like when it's ingrained. So this is where you're telling me more about it. It's the origins of CoraQuest. Okay, and so I see this all the time. Hit me with the price first, then maybe we go into this. Because if I watch the video, what I want to know is the price. First thing. All right. This looks good, though. Like, this is the text version of what you said. You got the pictures of the playtesting. Awesome. Great. Because I'm trying to look at this from the perspective, I didn't watch the video. How does this look? Good. Look at that. I love that. Like, that picture right there is so well done. Everything about this. Just, it makes me want the game. Awesome play. What is this? Cool. Is that actually something I can click on? I don't know if I'm clicking or not. Oh, that's the app. Okay, here we go. And this is hopefully going to get the price. What you get in the box, and I like this picture. I really love that artwork. 1 rule booklet, 1 quest book with 5 adventures. Hopefully the rule booklet is somewhere in here, even if it's a rough version. People want that. Rules and templates to make your own heroes. Free access to web creation. Amazing. And I'm glad you mentioned this. Some companies wouldn't mention this. You would just assume. But, it's nice. Just Put it out there. 16 standard dungeon cards, 12 quests. Hey, yeah, cool. Showing me a lot. This is looking great. Looking great. Where's the price? No! All right, they're going to make me go over here. All right, hopefully it's clean and clear. CoraQuest Journey, $1. Whatever. Copy of CoraQuest, $42. That's great. It's a great price. What's this? 2 copies of CoraQuest, so they don't have a whale. Whatevs. And then we got numerous ones. I always say this area just feels really clunky. And I personally, I always think I like it better when it's just in the Pledge Manager. Because, you know, it's just add extra ones at the Pledge Manager, and then it's just the $1 level and then the game. But if it's $42, that's a great price. Oh, you do get a slight discount here, but you can do that in Pledge Manager, pretty sure. Great price. I would put that price way higher, because look at it from this perspective. Who's looking at this game? I'm already into the board game hobby, and if I'm buying a game on Kickstarter, it's not normally probably a children's game. You know, most of the time I'm going to back a game, it's, you know, I've got the Castles of Mad King Ludwig. I got the Primal. So when I see a children's game, I immediately want to jump on it, because that just makes me feel a little bit better about spending all this extra money on Kickstarter, because I can get this game and play with my kids as well, and so I feel like $42, nobody's going to bat an eye at that. I feel like it's a good value. I love your story. I want to support your story. I want to support the game, but I want to support your story. The story you told me, spectacular. I want to see you succeed. So I would be a little bit, just price that up. How to play, awesome. Dungeon deck, good. Pictures, cool. This is great. If I wanted to know how to play, very clean and clear right here. I'd probably, spend 5 minutes reading this, and I bet I'd have a great feel for how the game works. Here we go. Previews and playthroughs. Ooh, I like that. Man, those are really nicely done. Dice Tower, one-stop co-op shop. I'd like to see some quotes. I haven't seen any quotes yet. Feels like some quotes would be really good. Design formed by kids. Kevin, try before you buy. Excellent. Excellent. Print and play and rule book. There it is. Let's take a look at this rule booklet, because that is always something I love to check out. Coming soon? Wait, no. No, tell me there's a rule book. Right, it's here, right? No. You did not. Here we go. Online rules? Yeah. I was going to say, if there's a link to go see the rules, I better be able to find the rules there. CoraQuest rules. Excellent. You will need. Okay, so this is rules. It's in a really interesting format. I'm just used to PDF format. Because, right, like this, I scroll through it and I don't get a feel for what the page count is. You know what I mean? So if this could be just converted over to a PDF, I think that would make it just a little bit more user-friendly. Like, just make it so that, like, when you click on that, it's just like, bam, straight to the PDF of it. Play online at CoraQuest, Tabletop Simulator, and Tabletopia. Excellent, excellent. That's telling me that you're putting a lot of due diligence in the front end. And here's what unlock stretch goals. Higher. You've already double funded. Don't be looking at trying to make the money now. You're trying to make the extra money. Because what's going to keep people coming back to this pledge page once they backed? I watched your video. I love your story. $42. Don't even think about it. Probably about $55, $60 with shipping. Don't even hesitate to back this. Insta-back for most people that are interested in this game. So what are they going to come back for? Stretch goals. How is the game going to get better? One thing that I really like there is I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking to myself, if I were actually backing this game, you know what I'd do? I'd show my kids this video. I think they'd get a couple laughs out of it. I think they'd enjoy it. I think they'd get super excited about the game. And so then, because here's the thing. As an adult, yes, I would like to see the stretch goals. I want to know what the stretch goals are. But as a kid, could you imagine being a kid and your parents showing you this video and this game and say, we're getting this? And you being like, oh! And they'd be like, but there's going to be stretch goals. There's going to be extra stuff added to the game. Imagine how hyped you would be as a kid. Like, you would be like, hey, can we see if there's can we see if stretch goals? Can we see if stretch goals? Can we see if there's stretch goals? I swear, if you have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My kids would be like, hey, can we check today and see if there's stretch goals? So I'd put these higher. Because that's what's going to keep people coming back. Because right now, you're the number 3 most popular game in all tabletop games. That's spectacular. But how do you keep that momentum? I think you did a really solid thing here launching on Monday. And I've seen a lot of people doing this lately. You launch on Monday because on Tuesday, whoosh, those huge games come in. Tuesday is normally the day that most people recommend you launch your Kickstarter. I don't know if that's the truth anymore. If you're not launching some mega game, Tuesday's a hard day to compete. But anywho, stretch goals. Bigger dungeon cards. Excellent. That's a great stretch goal. I love that stretch goal. Extra adventure. Awesome. And we have ourselves what I like to call micro stretch goals. So these ones are ones that you're going to hit every few days, as long as the momentum keeps up. And that's great, because that's going to keep people active and engaged and coming back. So we go from 13 to 14 to 20, 25, okay. 4 dials to track. And you know what I like about this? This is really unique. Most of the time, people round it off, and they have it like 13,000, 15,000, 17,000. By the odd and weird numbers that you've picked, it tells me that it's like you have your game, and then you've talked to your manufacturer, and you said, how can we make the game better? And how much is it going to cost to make the game better, bit by bit by bit? And I love when companies do this, because as a consumer, it just makes it an easier. It's easier to visualize it, I think, for a lot of people who don't know that much about board game manufacturing. $4 to track the hair. Awesome. Healer Cat and Robo Kettle. I want a Healer Cat. Let's see. What's this? Oh, and look, it looks like... Okay, so this is cool. As you can see, it's like each one's a tile as it goes along in the adventure. Oh, this is great. This one Bob is hoping for. This is great. You put so much effort into this one image right here. This has got to go higher, I think. It is very well done. It gets me more excited. Very, very cool. And there's the quotes. And I honestly, I'm looking at it like this. So I feel like most people watch the video. If they watch the video, they're convinced. But the people who don't watch the video are going to read the top text. And I almost feel like just maybe like a quote sum up there. Like if one of these is like just an absolute banger of a quote. Just get me a little bit excited about reading all that text. CoraQuest is a special game built around a rock-solid core system and a customizable element that truly sets the game apart. CoraQuest is a reflection of the joys that gaming can bring to us all, both children and adults alike. Don't like it. CoraQuest is a special game. Okay, cool. Built around a rock-solid core system is a customizable element that truly sets... it just feels like you're being you got your fancy professional pants on. Like, I'm using my fancy professional pants. No, that's not what I want from this game. I want to hear the quote, my kid almost peed his pants laughing. Like, my kids couldn't stop giggling at the silly monsters. Those are the quotes that I want. So hopefully we get some of this. This is an amazing experience. I really enjoy how this game is created. They are kept so simple, and yet it's so much fun. I like this one better, because they really tried to hammer home the point. Things are kept so simple, and yet it's so much fun. I do like that. My 4-year-old totally got it and has now decided it's his favorite game. I've tried him with some other ones, and they just haven't clicked, but for some reason, this one has. Colin wins. Colin. Top of the list on the quotes, but perhaps Andrew will take it. CoraQuest is an endearing dungeon crawl that has family written on all over it. That's a great start. That's a great start. Watch out, Colin. The simple gameplay drew our children in immediately, and the clever mechanics really made it shine for a family with kids of multiple ages. Boom! We got ourselves a new winner. Cora and Dan's love for this game came through in every element, making it a wholesome joy to play. Ding, 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 ding. That was the quote that I would move up to the top. Andrew from Family Gamers. Everything I want to know about this game is here. I have a 5-year-old. I have an 8-year-old. Boom. Sorry, Colin. Yours was great, though. But yeah, I love ranking quotes. I absolutely love ranking quotes. CoraQuest, and mine suck, by the way. Mine are terrible. Terrible, terrible quotes. IBF. CoraQuest review, a family-friendly dungeon. Awesome. Yeah, I want to see some kids in some of these videos, too. What the professionals are saying it. Ooh, and this is what I always say. I love it. Playtesting is spectacular, and I know it sounds pretentious, but playtesting with people who are in the industry is worth its weight in gold. Because they're not just, like, when most people play the game, it's like, okay, this is Dan's game. Is it good? Is it fun? Is it easy to learn? When you're in the industry, that's all stuff that you're looking for, but it's like, okay, let me try and break this game. What's the biggest problem with this game? Because if you're the one who breaks the game in playtesting, it feels so good. It really does. Because you're like, haha, I broke it, but they're like, yes, haha, you broke it, and now we can fix it. And they're like, thank you so much. It's like, it's the one time that I love trying to break games is when I'm playtesting them. Because it's really useful information. But anywho, what the professionals say. I love it. You're going to make a bunch of little game designers. That's a really great quote. That's a thinker. You're going to make a bunch of little game designers. You are an inspiration, Cora. Yeah, I bet if I showed my son this video, he would probably work so hard to make a... Because he always does. He makes little games, but he would really... That's a great one. Good one, Jerry. The approach to the artwork of CoraQuest is great. The life and personality that bursts from the kids' drawing is immediately endearing and exciting, and Gary King has definitely managed to retain their energy while massaging them into a consistent game world. The approach to the artwork, yeah, I love the artwork. I think it's a good quest too. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. It's wordy. Social play and creativity are two of the most important. But then again, I'm rating quotes, but I'm not actually rating the person, because it's not like when you're talking, it's like, oh, I hope this is a good quote. You know, it's not like Ian was like, oh, I'm just going to use this quote. I got to make sure it's a good one. I'm just looking at it from the creator's perspective of the Kickstarter. Like, which one of these quotes do I think is the best? Because we see the artwork. Social play and creativity are two of the most important things that families can provide for children's development. Excellent. Excellent. CoraQuest provides both in spades and a ton of fun, too. Social play and creativity. Awesome. Love it. Going to the pediatrician. That's a great one. You're in a children's game. Know your market. It's good. Finally, a kid's game with a genuinely childlike mind, soul, and imagination. I already love the beginning of this. I can see children and family getting immersed in the worlds they can create. I can't wait to use CoraQuest with kids in my own psychotherapy practice. Wow. This is great. These are great quotes. You're thinking of things that a lot of people would not have thought of. Community. What's this? Okay, cool. More stuff you can get. Excellent. Excellent. About us. I like how you did the cards. That's really cool. You got a lot of people working on it, helping you out. Project management, art design, online. Excellent. Excellent. Web app developer. Spectacular. Questions. Why should I back CoraQuest on Kickstarter? Okay. Shipping. Yes, he says, I would like to see this higher, though. It always drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. Actually, one thing that drives me nuts, and I'm going to go over a little bit of a tangent here. So I do the Kickstarter critiques on the weekend, and I cover tech items. I covered a knife this weekend. And one thing they do in the other sector, and I don't understand why we don't do it, is they have it. So when you click on this, when you click on this over here to back it, and I've already backed it, it will show you how much the shipping is going to be to where you ship it to the location. And I swear I don't see that on board game Kickstarters nearly as much. Maybe it's because I'm not clicking on them. It might be because I'm not clicking on them. You know what? I take that back. I'm a noob. All right, but either way, I do like the shipping when it's closer to the actual price of the game, though, because it's like the 3 questions. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? I don't want to know half of how much it is. Like, it's like, here's the price. Cool. I know that's the $48. I need to pay the $42. But how much is the actual price? Like, the shipping. So let's see. And this is another bugaboo here. Hate this, and I say this to everybody. Normally I'm saying it to Americans. Now I'm saying it to Europeans. UK. So just make it easier for me. Convert things. And maybe you have to redo this. Maybe it takes, 20, 30 minutes to redo this. But you give me the price in China. You give me the price in Hong Kong. You give me the currency in Macau. You give me the currency in the UK and the contiguous United States. How much is it going to cost? So $7, I'm assuming that's like $9, $10 for the United States of America. So boom, put 10 United States dollars next to that. Oh, just make it a little bit more user-friendly because, well, everything's here. And I'm not... This is good. This is better than most. But I'm thinking, how to make it even better? Give me the Canadian currency. Give me the China currency. And you can't. And obviously, it might take forever to do all of them. So if you don't want to do all of them, just do the ones that are the most common, which is United States, UK, China. Who knows? Whatever the most common ones are, make sure you do those ones at the bare minimum. I would say, just make it easier. So I'm thinking $52 out the door. I don't even think about this. As someone who backs, Primal or any number of Kickstarter games, but has kids. $52. That's a dinner. I don't think about that in a heartbeat. Now, I personally do. That's a lot of money to me. But you got to know who your market is. And I think your market are the people who are not going to break a sweat at $52. So get that up. Don't waste their time. Don't make me go 2 different places to get the price. Lump them together and honestly bump it up even higher. One thing that I don't think enough people do is they don't. Because you got to remember 50% of the people who use Kickstarter from the United States of America. The rest of the world, 50%. United States, 50%. Market to the United States a little bit more, I would say. And I just say, how much is it shipped to the continental United States? So you know that price. That price is going to be what? $52, $54, $58? Bam. Anywhere shipped to the continental United States, $55. I watch that video. I see that. Insta-back. Done. Maybe I come back for the stretch goals. Just make it a little bit easier. All right. What do we got? That's it? Always FAQs. Obviously, FAQs generally are things that are going to come up later, and if you get some questions in the comments, hopefully then pop them over to the FAQ. One thing that I've seen recently done that I want to recommend to a lot of people now is to, when you do your FAQs, if it's a shipping FAQ, write shipping in big caps, and then put it like in one of those little circle things, I don't know what they're called, like these guys, and then ask the question. And so that way, all the questions about shipping will then automatically kind of lump together. It'll be easier for your people, too. So this is a shipping question. This is a stretch goal question. This is an app question. So it's one thing I'm always going to recommend. When you start filling in the FAQs, consider doing that. It makes it user-friendly. All right, funded in 40 minutes. Blimey. Excellent. And one thing I see already is 74 comments. That tells me you have the potential to have legs on this game and keep it towards the top of Kickstarter for a while. You have an engaged and active audience. Excellent. Hopefully you ask a question here at the end. I'm going to guess you did, because that's a lot of comments. We were hopeful we would fund, but we never envisioned funding this fast. I'm struggling to find the words to express how grateful we are for the massive outpouring of warmth and support that has been sent our way. I'm feeling incredibly emotional right now, and it's all your fault. When Cora and I started this whole thing, we had no inkling at all that our little creative project would snowball into being something so massive. The fact that CoraQuest is going to be a real physical product that will be played and enjoyed by families all over the world is absolutely astounding. All that said, we haven't finished yet. We funded, but there's still more excitement to come. We've got a whole raft of awesome stretch goals. I don't know if that's like a European phrase that I just don't know, or a typo, or just a phrase I don't know. We've got a whole raft of awesome stretch goals, and we are really keen to try and make it reality. Okay. Not only that, but we also have some more kids' art requests to come, so if that child would like to have their own drawing features in CoraQuest, then keep an eye on these updates, so we'll be asking for some fun crop. Yes! You are doing exactly what I hoped you would do. Get the kids involved. Get them involved. You get the kids excited, you get the parents either excited or loving the fact that their kids are excited about their hobby. That's the huge thing here. You're getting kids excited about my hobby. Thank you so much. And we feel like sharing us even more. The best way to help CoraQuest is to get the word out. So once again, thank you. You're all a bunch of thoroughly good eggs. Yes, so excellent. You got a lot of people engaged right here. One thing I'd say is your next update, end it with a question. End it with a question, or let me know in the comments, or something like that. Get people engaged, because the more comments you have, that's how you tickle those Kickstarter algorithms and keep yourself in the top page of tabletop games, because I think it's really essential. You want to try and be in one of those, like the top 6 or 9, where people don't have to keep scrolling down. Because think about when you get on Kickstarter. How many games do you look at on Kickstarter? Do you scroll down 20 rows? Probably not most of the time, right? Amazing stuff. Well done. My kids are already designing their characters. So here's one thing I would do. One thing I do. It's going to seem redundant. It's going to seem terrible. As a content creator, I hate doing it, but I've learned how important it is. Respond to every comment. Amazing stuff. Well done. My kids are already designing their characters. Can't wait to see them. Can't wait to see them. I mean, anything simple. Congrats. This is going to be so fun, and happy birthday, Dad. And obviously, these are coming in fast and frantic. So this is not a critique on the fact that it's not done yet. It's just that it's like, it's a great thing to do. Congrats, this is going to be so fun, and happy birthday, Dan. Yeah, that's an easy response. Thank you so much, Joe. When you all first mentioned during this happened, I told my wife I'd be one of the first backers. You and Cora deserve all of your game success. Thank you so much, Mr. Rob. We couldn't have done it without amazing individuals like yourself. Great idea and concept. Keen to get my mitts on it and play, especially post-COVID. Oh, we think your family is going to have an absolute blast and want to stay in the house. Ooh, I'm getting good. I'm feeling incredibly emotional right now, and it's all your fault. Happy to take the blame. Yes, I like that part as well. At least in part. Such a cool project. I'm very happy and excited to be backing this. Plus, my daughters are now very excited at the idea of sending in some art. Ooh! I love it. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I would do something similar to that. Comments, 138. We got a pop-in comments section. And right now, I always say this should be, if you have kids and you play children's games, this should be where you're talking about children's games in here. Maybe I would start, if anyone starts talking about other kids' games or other kids' dungeon crawls, embrace that conversation. What are some of your favorite children's games? That sort of thing. I want to take a moment to express how truly delightful this is. Excellent. I don't see you anywhere. I understand. Okay, tell me you're not doing it on your own. Tell me you're not doing the comments on your own. Oh, no. So this is one thing I always mention. Always, always, always. Tell me there's collaborators here. Find anyone in your life, anyone you trust. Okay, cool. You got it.
Your Google Home isn't set up yet. To get started, download the...
Stop it, Google! Not the time! Yeah, reach out to people, especially if they have different sleep schedules, just to be active. And because here's the thing. People don't necessarily have to know anything about your game to help you with that aspect. Like, especially if it's just typical PR type stuff, like what I'm saying. Like, let's go... Second comment down. Let's respond to it right now. I want to take a moment to express how truly delightful this project is. Congratulations on all your success so far. Well done, Cora. Have Cora type something up. There you go. I mean, and if you don't feel comfortable with that, say thank you so much. You know, anything like that, I would totally get somebody on that. But excellent. So I always say 0, 1, or 2. 0, keep scrolling. 1, back it and come back in the last 48 hours. And 2, back it for the whale. There is no whale, so I'm going to give this a very strong 1. Can you do it? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. How much is it? Not a bad price. That is CoraQuest. Definitely one you might want to check out. If you're enjoying what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I try to hit 9,000 subscribers to celebrate my 9-year anniversary. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Boop. Bye-bye. And the stream, so I can go to the bathroom. Yeah!